Welcome back to the Culture of Currency, where today we get to take on the might of Australia. We have here two of the main mints of Australia, the Perth Mint and the Royal Australian Mint, and a very fascinating variety of series that you might want to be interested in collecting. And I will tell you right now out the gate, when it comes to quality of product, these two mints have been world renowned for just producing the top, the peak, the elite level of silver. So let's just go ahead and dive into it. This is probably the most iconic of the Australian silver. Obviously, many of these will have the Queen's face on them. That has been since swapped out for King Charles. This, with the notable radiant bands around it, is the kangaroo. Very iconic for these bands here. There's the kangaroo. I find it to be one of the most underrated of the world bullion coins, but it is fantastic, and one that usually is a bit cheaper per ounce than the American Silver Eagle. In fact, it usually comes in around where the maples at are even cheaper. But I think it's gorgeous, and I think it's high quality, and I love the security feature. I'm not going to tell you where it is, but let's just say there is a security feature on this side in one of the letters. So if you're one of those with a microscope, let me know in the comments if you find it. Really cool coin. Let's go here next. Right here we see the years of her reign, which tells you this was the year that she unfortunately passed away. Right there, 2022, and this is the 2023 marking that. And so this serves as kind of like a privy mark, and so many of you will be able to find coins that have the years of her reign, and that'll be the only year of coin that you see that on. And take a look at that beautiful architecture with the cool lines going both ways. This is the Sydney Opera House 50th anniversary coin. It is fantastic. All of these are 3 or 4 nines, pure silver, of course. Just gorgeous. One of the coolest coins. And this is one of the things Australia does well, is they highlight their culture, they highlight their heritage, and they highlight their history. All right, next up, we see again the years of her reign as a privy, which tells you a little bit about this coin. It's a 2023 Emu. The Emu series is one that changes, as most of these do, every single year. This one has 2 little baby emus, and this might actually be the father emu. 3 babies. Father emu, because they're the ones that tend to help raise the young, which is very rare. And all of these, by the way, have their own video on my channel that are incredibly interesting. So if you see one you like and you want to know more about it, go check it out. But that is the emu, one of the things that they are known for. Here's another coin. It's a 2023. If I can get the focus to work. There we go. 2023. As we see once again, years of her reign privy. Rough-toothed dolphin. Is that not gorgeous? Beautiful, and I love it when it has the ability to exceed through the rim, the artwork at least. And I love when the artwork gets to go outside of kind of the field here and kind of bring it into your eye. And they've done it here with the splashing. Really cool series. And that's their, I believe it's Marine Mammal series. Another years of her reign. So this is going to be a 2023 as well. And looky here, the Brumby. This is my first Brumby coin. Gotta love the Brumby. This is another one of their cool series that they do. There's some mixed feelings about this creature, the Brumby, as it was brought in and has caused a little bit of a havoc over there in Australia. They are beautiful, though. So that's the Brumby. Here's a really cool piece. I don't see these around much anymore, but they are exceedingly cool. So this is a trade dollar coin, bullion coin. You'll notice all the radial lines. This is called, I believe, Beneath the Southern Sky or the Southern Cross, and you'll see that here. This constellation on the back is that Southern Cross. It is quite a bit on the busy side, but it is gorgeous. One that I do really love. And right here you'll see a platypus privy. I believe that's in Melbourne, where that privy's at. And on these, it seems that everyone that was issued had a different privy. I saw one with a kangaroo, and this one is, you see, has the platypus. Really a cool specimen there. There's Charles doing Charles things. So we know this is a newer coin. Cool frosting in the background. And here is the Perth 125th anniversary. Is that not just gorgeous? Wow. I still get taken away by this one. It has, of course, the three main characters of the Perth Mint. We have the Perth 125 privy right there. Koala, kook, and kangaroo. We've already covered the kangaroo, but we still got the koala and the kookaburra to go over. Gorgeous there. If you can find one of these, go grab it. Another year of her reign. So this is going to be a 2023. Yep, it says right there. Classic. And here we have the Quokka. These are little, I guess you'd call them rodents or marsupial rodents. I can't remember. But they live on Rottnest Island. They're outside, mostly outside of Australia. There are probably a handful on the mainland. But really viral creature. This is a newer series from Australia that is highly, highly collectible. In fact, in my generic versus premium bullion series, we saw that these jumped up quite a bit right after the issuance. So they're selling, I want to say, around $45 plus right now. And when they were issued, I could get one for about $35. Not that long ago. Okay, another series here. We see the years of her reign, telling you it's a 23. And this is the white rhinoceros. So this comes from the zoo series. The Royal Australian Zoo is right there in Australia, of course, where Steve Irwin, my guy, used to work and kind of help out. But they have a series of endangered species, and this is the southern white rhino. You see I believe these are oxpeckers on it. Beautiful, beautiful detail, beautiful coin, and immaculate series. Another from that series right here. This is the 2021. As you can see, the queen right there, and this is the first in the series, the Cheetah. It's very hard to get motion right and animals with loose skin, and it seems that they've done a fantastic job. Isn't that not beautiful? So that was the first in the series. Here's another from that series. 2022. This is the Sumatran elephant. And that's the cool part, is you can go on their website and see the animals in which this artwork was created. They have the Sumatran elephant on display. They're at the Royal Australian Zoo. And you can go learn about them there at the zoo, or you can watch my video and learn something there. Either way. Gorgeous. Next. Let's go here. This is one of my favorite series in all of coins right now. I consider this to be kind of the Queen's Beast of Australia, and they are only 1 ounce instead of 2, so it's less of a bind on an investment. This is going to be the states of Australia. As we see, the Stag right here, just gorgeous. Look at the quality on this. Hard to beat that. Here we have Queensland, of course. All of these animals and things are symbolic of the land that they hail from. How cool are these? Obverse and reverse are both just immaculate. So that's Queensland, which means this one is New South Wales. Just check that out. How beautiful is that? And that's the obverse, folks. And you see the Queen is still here. And this is how I find many of these coins should trend. We still get that our monarch is here if you are in a nation that has it. But you get the iconography of the people in full focus. The culture, the history, the significance. We still see, we have the monarchy, but this, fantastic. And here is the New South Wales. Obviously see the merino sheep with the wool. If you like Ugg boots, that's the type of wool on the inside of the Ugg boot. How do you like that? Just gorgeous. So I missed the first in this series. If you would like to grab the first in that series and send it my way, or maybe do a trade, I'm all for it because I think they're gorgeous. All right, moving on. Here we have Queen Elizabeth, as you see. We have a frosted background, which tells you this is newer. And here we have the Koala. Fantastic, as this one does what I like to do, which is sleep. Right there. Here's another Koala, which is, one of the more popular series of Australia. This is my favorite I've ever seen. Sorry for my capsule being a little scratched up. Take a look there. And there's reasons why this one is my favorite. One, because the koala is on the ground, which is a rare thing for a koala to do. It spends most of its time in the trees, but occasionally it has to traverse the ground to get to the next tree. But I also just love the rooster privy here in the sun. Obviously, that was minted during the year of the rooster in 2017. So that's the koala. Here's another series that is definitely one you should look out for. This is a 2022 wedge-tailed eagle. You in America should actually really care about this coin because of this eagle. We have the American Silver Eagle, and the artist's name is John Mercanti, and he's kind of the best at the eagle thing. And so that's why Australia hired him to create this series. So this is a John Mercanti piece of art that gets to have the might of his capacity for the American Silver Eagle brought to Australia for this just ridiculous rendition. And that's another one that changes, like we said, every single year. Here's another one of the wedgies, the wedge-tailed eagle. This one, he's fighting off a snake. In fact, you can see the JM down here in the snake, which is John Mercanti. Just gorgeous, huh? Love that. All right. Right here we have another coin. This is 52 to 2002, so we'll know that that's a 2023, and that's kind of our privy again. And look at this, the dragon and the koi. This is a fantastic Asian piece of legend where basically the koi has to traverse up a river, and there's a waterfall. There's a demon on top of the waterfall. It's just this whole thing, but the carp basically, or koi basically, traverses so rapidly up this waterfall, and it takes him such a long time to get to the top, going against the current, that by the time he does reach the top, he's so strong he transforms into a dragon. That, of course, is the pearl. There's a symbolic bridge in the background. If you want to know that, the history and all that kind of stuff, go watch the video on that. Really, really cool, fantastic quality. Let's get into some lunars. So here's a Lunar Dog from the Perth Mint. This is not in this series, but the series before the cycle. I actually had this one on sale for my website right now, so if you want it, go get it, because I'm not in love with it. It looks like they just drag and dropped clip art. Didn't score very high on my 20-point scale because of that, but it is high quality, of course. But let's look at lunar series that I think are killing it right now. This is the Royal Australian Mint. We notice all the animals right here on the obverse, and what's cool is every year this shifts to highlight the year that we're on. So this tells you, with this one being at the 12 o'clock position, that this is the year of the oxen. Looky there. There he is. We have right here the moon, as this is a lunar series. We have the river that the ox has to cross to get to the Jade Palace, the willow tree. It's just amazing quality going from the Royal Australian Mint. Another from that series, as you notice, once again at the 12 o'clock position, we have a different animal. This one is the dragon. Years of her reign, so it's kind of like a privy right there too. Look at that. Just gorgeous. One of the best dragon coins you will see right here. So that's 2 examples of the Royal Australian Mint's Lunar series. Now here is one that we all know and love from Australia, the Kookaburra. This is the 30th year anniversary, as we see 90 to 2020. So we get a Kookaburra on both sides. We have the original Kookaburra right here. We have that artwork, and then we have this year's Kookaburra right there. How beautiful is that? And the 2024 Kookaburra, which of course is now going to feature Charles, is here carrying off a snake in this canyon, which I thought might have been a little bit crazy to see, but according to the research I did, that is something that they do. But they do not hold it like this, unless it's dead, of course. So they'll actually whack it against a rock until it's basically dead, and then they can carry it, but usually they're going to carry it around the head. It is, however, gorgeous. We have the 125 Perth right there to denotate that anniversary. Really cool coin. All right, let's go here next. And lastly today, we'll just look at this little half-ouncer. These are things you can get that I thought were cool because sharks are cool. But this is a half-ounce. In fact, this will probably be a giveaway eventually here on the channel. We got a hammerhead. How cool is that? So these coins here show the beauty, the might, the prestige of both the Perth Mint and the Royal Australian Mint. I hope you saw some coins you'd like. I hope you let me know in the comments which ones are your favorite, which ones you need to target for next year to finish your collections or to start a new collection. I don't know. But yeah, that's what we have for you today. Hope you enjoyed as always, and please remember to stay classy and current with the culture of currency.